like Waco, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Mississippi, Georgia, and even Japan and Spain together, making unforgettable memories in the process. We've also been able to host funerals for guppies in science class, act out Julius Caesar in English, being Ms. Leggett's Rays of Sunshine, using moles to bake cookies in chemistry, trashing the school, particularly McGuire's room, playing a friendly game of paintball, and uplifting each other through the ups and downs of the college application process. We've had some amazing teachers along the way. Just this year, we had Joyce, Zane, Katz, Avila, Boyd, Barish, Curtis, Pugh, and more. But think, in just a few short years, our time with these teachers will be nothing more than memories. As we will move on to the next chapter in our lives, which for me means heading to the East Coast to attend Johns Hopkins University. It's a chance to explore the world, learn, grow, and take charge of our lives. Time flies, so cherish these moments, treasure the new experiences, see the world, but never forget that the class of 2018 will always be there to support you. Thank you. Now, give it up for the valedictorian of the class of 2018, Larry Cruz.
Good evening, classmates, families, teachers, and all other supporters. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, it is easy in the world to live after the world's opinion. It is easy in solitude to live after our own. But the great man is he who in the midst of the crowd gives with perfect sweetness independence of solitude. For those who have interacted with me, you know that I've learned the virtue of self-reliance early on in life, which is what has motivated me to constantly improve upon my achievements and to always seek what is personally best. To me, independence is a virtuous quality in a world that is unpredictable. I pride myself on my self-determination. However, over the course of my high school career at Heights, I've learned that there is more to a strong character than merely acting in isolation. This is where my classmates and peers have chimed in. For example, during a trying period in my sophomore year, I found that opening up my thoughts to some friends helped me forge a path to resolution in a very rewarding way. While independence is important, larger insights about the human condition can only be learned from listening to other people's perspectives and experiences. I've also learned the importance of slowing down and letting the moment sink in. The majority of my high school career has revolved around sitting and writing essays. It's been about school all the time. But as I've grown older, I've learned to take a step back from academics and try to enjoy individual moments. In doing so, I've learned a lot about my classmates. During the senior retreat, I bonded with you all at the campfire. I got to hear many stories and share some of my own. I hiked the hard trail a few times, sleeping occasionally but still making it. I tried some volleyball and soccer despite my mediocre athletic skills. It was in these moments that I learned the value of expanding my worldview to learn from others. I've also had great moments with my instructors. From winning 2 cahoots in Ms. Avila's class to solving Rubik's Cubes with Mr. Barish. From the days of social studies with Mr. Tebow to the blue chicken box. So many of the adults at Heights have contributed to the memories I will always cherish. As we move into college and then the real world, our generation must be prepared to face times of uncertainty and turmoil. Soon we will be new places that test all the knowledge and abilities. It will be a combination of new and previous later experiences that will shape our paths, make us the people we have been wanting to be since the beginning of this journey. Each new step forward introduces a new challenge, vital to succeed in an unexpected reality. To the class of 2018, I thank you for adding life to this otherwise exhausting journey. Even in the most dire times, one of you has always been there to provide hope. I urge you to reach out to others both in times of prosperity and hardship, while not compromising your own sense of integrity. It is only through this approach that we will solve the problems of tomorrow. It has been my pleasure knowing all of you. Put yourself out there, be great. But over everything else, keep that inner spark alive. It's a spark of hope that will make you cross horizons. Thank you. please join me in welcoming to the stage Ms. Samantha Riley and Mr. Lance Parrish.
Good evening. Thank you. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." With nearly 400 hours of community service over the course of her high school career, this individual has made a life by serving those in her community. She has consistently volunteered for Voice of Hope, her church, and various community events. Service is not an action for her, it is a way of life. She leads quietly, with conviction and purpose, and hope that she will impact the world around her. Jacqueline Galindo is a shining example of what it means to be a selfless and altruistic citizen. I offer my thanks to you, Jackie. It is your example of fellowship and responsibility to humanity that will inspire others to make the world a kinder, more generous place. Please congratulate Jacqueline in her acceptance of the Heights Community Service Award.
Good evening. It is my true privilege tonight to present the 2018 Condor Legacy Award. Each year at Heights, the teachers and staff collaborate to present this award to a single senior who represents true scholarship and dedication to both the school and the West Dallas community. This year's winner went above and beyond the role of a traditional high school senior. This scholar enrolled and excelled in many challenging academic courses, including both of my AP math classes, all while completing over 150 community service hours. Despite not joining the Heights family until the 9th grade year, she quickly made her mark on campus by participating in countless clubs and organizations. Here's a short list: Condor Estudiantes, Dallas All-Stars Program, Habitat for Humanity, Just Say Yes Mentorship, Student Council, cheerleading, along with volunteering at freshman orientation and addressing important social issues as part of the Women's Empowerment Seminars. I'm sure I'm even forgetting a few other items. But most importantly, this scholar has embodied the responsibilities of being a role model on campus each and every day through her leadership and positive relationships with peers and adults. Heights will not be the same without this scholar's smile. It is with great honor that I present the 2018 Condor Legacy Award to Brianni Vega.
It is my distinct honor to welcome today's keynote speaker, our own Dean of Scholars, Chris Tebow. Mr. Tebow has been a part of Heights from the very beginning, and his impact on our school and on the class of 2018 cannot be overstated. He has touched, and in many cases shaped, the lives of hundreds of scholars at Heights over the past 8 years. Please join me in welcoming Chris Tebow.
So I read that before you give a speech, it's okay to let people know exactly how long you're going to be up here. The last time I timed this, I was at 13 minutes and 51 seconds. So that's actually really short. It's really short. All right, I'm excited to be here with you tonight. 7 years. 7 years. How can what seems like such a long period of time go by so quickly? For all of you, the past 7 years have been full of maturing, growing up, learning, and experiencing new things. It has also been 7 years since most of you began your journey here at Heights. For those of you who have not been here that long, you were on your own equally valuable journey that would eventually lead you to Heights. So as I was planning for tonight and thinking about what my message should be, I became focused on the significance of the number 7, and really interested in all that can happen over the course of 7 years of a person's life. So I did what any person would do nowadays. When they have questions about a topic, I Googled it, and it won't surprise you that I found a lot of random facts. Some I already knew, and some I learned for the first time. The number 7 defines a lot about our world. For instance, something I knew was that the number 7 is very important to many cultures around the world. It often has a spiritual meaning for very different people. Another example, and something that every scholar should know, especially after taking my geography class, is that the world is divided into 7 continents. No, Africa is still not a country. Yes, Australia is a continent and a country. These are hard things to learn, I know. Beyond that, other examples of the significance of the number 7 are that there are 7 wonders of the world. The earth has 7 seas. There are 7 colors in a rainbow. And while I found fewer facts about what can happen to people over the course of 7 years, there are a couple of interesting ones. The first one is familiar to most of you because I know I used to tell you that if you swallow gum, it stays in your stomach for 7 years. As a new teacher, this was a really ineffective way to try to keep you from chewing gum in class because most of you weren't swallowing it anyway. You were sticking it under your desks. Thankfully, this fact is not true, or it's not true, because if it was, at least some of you would still have a lot of gum in your stomachs today, and that would just be gross. But perhaps the most important thing I found is that as time passes, the human body regenerates cells, and we basically become new and different people every 7 years. I guess technically we don't become new people, but the point is that as time goes on, we change inside and out. So when I saw this, I became really focused on this idea of change. More specifically, I started reflecting about how all of us have changed in the last 7 years, and what experiences we've shared that affected who we have become as people and what we've become as a school. Clearly, we as people in the environment we live in are constantly changing. Graduates, no matter what you do after tonight, every single one of you will be going through a major transition in your life. Change is inevitable, and while that is very exciting, it can also be very scary. So tonight, there are 3 ideas I want you to walk away with. Teachers, these are my 3 objectives. First, I want you to feel confident in embracing the change that is about to happen. Secondly, I want to give you 3 traits or characteristics that I believe you'll need to be successful in getting through change.